For decades, the world watched as NASA conquered the final frontier. The moon landings were a symbol of human achievement, innovation, and exploration. But then suddenly in 1972, NASA just stopped. No more moon missions. No more astronauts on the lunar surface. It's like they said, well, that was fun, but let's go do something else now. Imagine discovering a mysterious island and then deciding, nah, let's just head back home and play video games. But is there another reason behind this abrupt stop? Did NASA find something on the moon they weren't supposed to? Today, we're uncovering what NASA found on the moon that made them stop going, a mystery that's been debated for decades. Stick around until the end because what you're about to learn might change how you see space exploration forever. Some secrets have been buried for too long. And today, we're digging them up. Between 1969 and 1972, NASA sent 12 astronauts to the moon. The Apollo missions captured the imagination of millions and showed the world what human ingenuity could accomplish. But after Apollo 17 in December 1972, NASA abruptly ended the program, and no human has set foot on the moon since. They went from one giant leap for mankind to nah, we're good in just a few years. It's like climbing Mount Everest and deciding, that's enough. Let's go binge Netflix instead. The footage from those missions still inspires people today. From Neil Armstrong's first step to the iconic flag-planting moment, these events are etched into human history. The official reason given was budget cuts. NASA said it was too expensive to keep going to the moon. But let's be real, this is the same country that spends billions on fighter jets, submarines, and tanks. So why stop exploring the moon, which was a massive source of national pride? It's like saying you can't afford coffee while buying a new Tesla. Does that really add up? One of the most popular theories is that NASA encountered something on the moon that they didn't want the public to know about. Some former employees and astronauts have hinted at the possibility of alien structures or unidentified flying objects on the lunar surface. According to this theory, the Apollo missions weren't just about collecting rocks. They were about gathering intel on what might be living or hiding on the moon. Neil Armstrong was famously quoted as saying, "We were warned off." While there's no official record of this, it's the kind of story that makes you wonder, what did NASA really find up there that made them stop going? Was there something so strange on the moon that astronauts decided, you know what? We're done here. Let's never come back. Another theory suggests that ancient structures or artifacts were found on the moon. Some believe that the moon might have been visited by an advanced civilization, long before humans ever walked the Earth. If NASA discovered evidence of an ancient, non-human presence, that could explain why they stopped going. Maybe they were ordered to keep it a secret to avoid mass panic. It's like opening a door and finding your neighbor's secret underground lair. Sometimes it's better not to know. There's another, less sci-fi theory. The moon is being used as a secret military base. Some conspiracy theorists believe that after the Apollo missions, the US and other world powers began building bases on the moon for military or surveillance purposes. If this is true, the last thing they'd want is more astronauts drawing attention to what's going on up there. A lunar military base would be the ultimate strategic advantage, capable of monitoring or even controlling Earth from above. Imagine having a secret clubhouse and then inviting everyone over. No way, right? There's a more grounded theory that NASA stopped moon missions due to the Van Allen radiation belts. These belts surround Earth and contain high-energy particles that could be dangerous to astronauts on longer missions. Some experts argue that the Apollo missions were a calculated risk, and that NASA decided it wasn't worth risking human lives for future missions. It's like touching a hot stove once and deciding, you know what? I'll just stick to microwaves. In the decades since the Apollo missions, NASA has repeatedly stated that going back to the moon would be too expensive. The cost of developing new technology, building new rockets, and training new astronauts would be astronomical. But here's the twist. Private companies like SpaceX are now planning to send people to the moon, and even to Mars. So if it's possible now, why wasn't it possible for NASA all those years? Maybe the cost was never just about money. Sometimes, things are more complicated than just dollar signs. In recent years, new images from satellites and telescopes have revealed unexplained structures on the lunar surface, structures that look anything but natural. Some believe these images could be proof of underground tunnels or even artificial constructs. If this is true, it raises even more questions. Who built them? And why has NASA remained silent about these discoveries? One of the biggest mysteries of the moon is its far side, the side that always faces away from Earth. Recent data from Chinese lunar missions have captured unusual heat patterns and anomalies that don't match natural geological formations. Could it be that there's more hidden on the moon's dark side than we've ever imagined? Something so significant that it's changed the course of space exploration? Perhaps the key to our next leap into the cosmos lies where the shadows fall longest. There's no denying that the sudden halt of moon missions is one of the greatest mysteries in space exploration. Was it really about money, safety, or something far more mysterious? What do you think? Did NASA stop going to the moon because of budget cuts, aliens, ancient artifacts, or something else entirely? Comment below. What's your theory? If you found this video mind-blowing, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more epic discoveries. Turn on notifications so you never miss an upload. See you in the next video.